What's going on, everybody? I hope that you are having a good day. I seriously hope. The sun is shining right into my eyes. This is such a terrible spot. Alright. This is gonna be like a little. I don't have this like scripted, but I do have like a clear imaginary script, I guess. So, I guess like the title of this, whatever I'm gonna make it. I don't really know. I didn't think this through that much. Um, this is gonna be like, you know what? I might sound super desperate, but this is a plea for subscribers. This is literally a plea for subscribers. But okay, it's not just that. There's a reason that I finally want to. So once again, this is so like incoherent. Just like my goal with YouTube when I started wasn't really to like monetize. It wasn't just to be like I'm gonna do this and make money. But at the same time, like when I really started to grind in in with YouTube videos, I did it like while working a job that I hated with the intention of like giving myself something else to work on outside of just my normal job. Like literally I was not satisfied at my job enough with the work I was doing. So YouTube to me was an outlet of creativity, if that makes sense. Like it's like a way for me to give myself extra responsibility, literally. So like after quitting my previous job, which was admittedly dumb for me, but at the time I was like already like transitioning to jobs. Um like me quitting that job kind of screwed me over a little bit on money, but then like I started to get back on my I saved up enough to transition into the new job, fine. But so like I started to be happy with my new part-time job because I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm making half or I'm working half as much and I took a huge pay cut. But my reasoning for like the justification for taking less time for myself and less money was fuck it. I'll have enough money to pay what I need to pay. And I know this is like a real discussion. It's like the most real I've ever been. Um I'll probably like put this in a separate thing cuz I don't want people to like think this is going to be all my channel's about is just me ranting about life. Anyways, so I've been just like happy with this job, right? But I've been like literally like I've kind of had opportunities there. Like they let me paint. And it's like, yeah, sure, I was kind of fucking myself over because I painted for 16 an hour instead of typical maintenance people wages of 22 an hour. So, here's what's happening. Once again, all right, I kid you not, people. I don't even care. It's not a big secret. I live in an area called Hazleton, Pennsylvania. And I don't know what it is, but this whole city to me is just like just scam artists. In some way, shape, or form, this whole city is just scam artists. Like people working their little shops will try to take extra change from you if you don't pay attention. People will not ring up your items correctly in stores in this city and they will just type in a higher price so that they can make extra change off you. That type of shit. And I'm not even making that up. Um, but the part that it really matters is jobs. So, this job I found out is like why this is why I mentioned like I'm not done with the story yet, but like why I wanted to bring up the subscriber thing is because like admittedly yes, I want to monetize my channel so that I can avoid these shitty jobs because it's like even like everybody's probably dealt with this realistically. Like you go to work and you be that good worker. You just want to go to work, make your money, come home. Maybe you have like a couple acquaintances, whatever. Whatever it is. You just want to go home or go to work, do what you gotta do, make your money, come home. Now imagine you do that, and you're supposed to have a consistent pay cycle, right? So it's like you have this understood time of like, oh, I worked this many days, I get paid on this day. That has not been happening with my job. So, I'm not gonna like get into details with my financial situation. That's like rather personal. But I don't care about exposing the shitty practices that this job has so far. So, every job, every place, there is somebody who puts in your payroll, which is the amount of hours you worked, the days you worked, the taxes, all that pay stuff. If your pay is late, it's either the person doing the payroll didn't do their job, or there was a holiday, or something happened. Like something actually happened. But ordinarily, your pay, according to PA law, actually, if I'm not mistaken, it is required for employers to have a clear and a clear and existent like date and pay cycle. That's the point of a pay cycle, so you can pay your bills on time, right? Like you want to be able to calculate stuff. So, I've had 3 paychecks so far. Actually, that's what I'm getting to is I didn't even get my third one yet. So, every job I've had, I have Chime. And if you have Chime, you know you get paid 2 days early. And if you don't, most typical paydays are Friday, right? So, my first paycheck came in 2 days after the end of my first pay cycle. So I get paid bi-weekly, right? 1 week passes, it's the end of the second week, it's Friday. And I'm like, dang, I didn't get the early payday, because I would have got it Wednesday, right? So I'm like, damn, did they forget to pay me? Like, because I'm new? And it's funny because I didn't look entirely yet, but I got my pay. Eventually the pay came on Sunday. So it's weird because instead of getting it 2 days early, it came 2 days later than usual. So in my head, I was like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, wait. Before I got it 2 days early, I called over the weekend because I'm so used to getting it in the pay cycle, within the pay cycle with Chime. That's how it's supposed to work. So I called the first time and was like, hey, like I just called my manager and was like, hey, like I didn't get paid yet. Like what's going on with this? And I swear they fucked up because she was like, oh no, next week is the pay week. So right then and there, I was like, wait, no, that shouldn't be right because I started right at the beginning of the pay cycle. Like usually there's that waiting period if you start in the middle of a pay cycle. But no, like I started right on time to get paid right. Like the first pay should have been the first full pay, you know? So it's funny because like I called her Saturday when this happened and she says that. Like, oh no, next week is that. Then the next day, I actually got the pay. So it's literally as if she didn't know that I was right and doesn't actually know the schedule behind the payrolls. So, with that in mind, right? I was like, whatever. I got the money 2 days late. Cool. Whatever. Christmas time comes. So like after I got my first pay, like it was coming up to Christmas within those next 2 weeks. So, with Thanksgiving and Christmas in mind, the second paycheck was delayed 2 extra days technically, because the other one came on Sunday, so I was like, okay, maybe it'll just come on Sunday every time. The next one comes 2 days after Sunday. So in my head, I'm like, okay, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, we had off. Maybe she couldn't go and do the payroll for those days. She wasn't here. None of us were here. That makes sense, right? Like, at least it was like 2 days after the normal day the first time. And I say normal day. Me trying to figure out what's the normal pay day. That was never actually clearly discussed, as if they don't actually know. So, I got that pay late. Literally had to tell my landlord, like, hey man, it's gonna be late on my pay. I thought that would be the end of it. So, this pay, it's currently Tuesday, right? It's literally the 21st on Tuesday as I'm recording this. My last pay that I got that I'm talking about that came late came on the 7th. So it came on the 7th, right? The 7th of this January. 2 weeks after, the 21st. Which means today I should have gotten it. Now with Chime, if I were to get it 2 days early, I would have gotten it Sunday, technically. So like Sunday should be my day, technically, the payday as far as the thing goes, right? But then I look at my pay stub, like the first pay stub, and so like it literally shows that the pay date was like 4 days after the actual pay cycle. So I even took that in mind to analyze, like, wait, what about this current one that I'm still waiting for? Like, I still should be getting my pay, and I still haven't gotten my pay. So like I've been super frustrated. This isn't anything to like. It's not like anger towards like being a content creator or anything. It's literally so like it sucks because I'm just trying to work a job. I go to work every day, do my normal shit, and then just don't get paid on time. Essentially because someone decided, oh, I don't want to do the payroll yet, or I don't. So what happened is like the past thing, the person who does the payroll took vacation, and I think what happened was she took her vacation, came back, and didn't actually rush to get it done on time. She's just like, whatever, I'm gonna do it whenever I want, which is shit. Like, that's why there's laws against it, because people have bills to pay, people have to time stuff, people have schedules. So it's like, essentially, it's someone in a position of power being lazy. Literally not, like, following suit of the system, and now I'm not going to pretend to be like, oh, like, everybody needs to conform to the system. But in terms of being paid, yes. Like, you do not tamper with people's wages. So I looked it up. I looked up what to do if your employer keeps paying you late. Because it's like the first time was late, the second pay was 2 days later, now this one's like not even showing up. Like, what the fuck? So I searched it up. And apparently, yeah, like, if someone keeps paying, if your employer is late over and over again, then the thing to do is file a wage complaint. So what's gonna happen, I have a good feeling that what's gonna happen, and I'm waiting to do this. So I'm gonna wait to see again. If my pay doesn't come today, then I'm just like, I'm doing this no question. Cause like today is like that last day where it's like, okay, that's in the mark of where they used to pay me for the past 3 times. So it's like, if it doesn't come today, here's what's probably gonna happen. I need information for the wage complaint. So I'm gonna have to go to work and ask my manager, what's your last name? And she's probably gonna wonder why I'm asking her for her last name. And me being a bluntly honest person that I am, I'm going to tell her that she hasn't been paying me on time and that I'm filing a wage complaint. So I'm probably going to get fired. But with the wage complaint, it'll fuck them over since they're fucking over my pay and my fucking like life. Like, I can't pay for my bills on time. It's like, I don't want to be this evil person. I don't want to go into work and be like, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to legally screw you over. But it's like, really, like, why should I let them walk over me? Why should I let them, like, fuck over my financial situation just because they don't want to do their job? Realistically, that's what it is. Like, I've never done payrolls before, but I imagine you just plug shit into an Excel sheet, and it's like, I work the same hours every day, 4 hours every day of the 5 days of the week. There's no, like, complicated thing to do. It's just 4 times pay rate. Like, I don't even manage shit, but I know that. Like, I know that that's probably how the payroll works. It's really not that difficult. Sure, there's a lot of people. Sure, there's a lot of numbers, but not really if you keep it consistent. And most of us do have consistent schedules. And we all, like, can keep in touch with each other. Like, there's really no... it's just stupid. So, yeah. Forgive me, everybody, for, like, this very, like, negative toned video. But I really did need to rant. I really did need to discuss this. And I kind of want to know what other people think about this. Like, actually, seriously, if there's people out there that find this and you know more about legal stuff than I do, please, like, inform me. Please inform me, because like, unless I get the pay today, I'm gonna have to take the route of filing the wage complaint, and I know what's gonna happen. As soon as I go to ask for the information, they're gonna know why I'm asking for the information, and then when I file the wage complaint, they're gonna know that it was me that filed the wage complaint, and then they're gonna fire me anyways, and then they're still gonna owe me the money, so I'm still gonna have to put the wage complaint in for the money that they owed me since they refused to pay me. It's just so bullshit. It's seriously the most, like, bullshit thing ever. Like, you should just go to work and get paid for it, right? But no, no, I guess no. Excuse my language. I don't mean this in any kind of like racial context, but I guess I'm just a fucking slave. Like, I guess I just work for free, right? So it's I don't know. I really don't know. And if you want me to be real with you guys, that's why I kind of did those live streams while I was at work painting. Cuz like I realized when that happened, it wasn't like a thing of like, "Hey, we heard you wanted to paint. Like we're going to let you paint." No, it was literally the workers there like essentially just being like assigned a task to paint, and then they were like, "Hey, you're enough to do it." Excuse me. I just said my real name. I'm going to censor that. I don't want people to know my real name. They said, "Beep." Well, is eager enough to do it. And they just pin their shit on me too. That's a whole different topic about this place. Yeah, it's funny because like I'll be consistently working and painting for the whole 4 hours of my shift. It's a part-time job, and I'll literally see there's two other maintenance men, and I'll literally see them like just sitting down in the maintenance room, just now imagine that for like 30 minutes. Like you see that, and then you go like clean a whole apartment room, and then you come back down, and they're just so it's like not only do I feel like I'm just like I'm doing too much for this place. I'm really doing too much for this place. So it's like what my plan of action. I really need advice from people on this. What my plan of action when I go in anymore is to just not do shit. Like I'm not gonna actually quit the job. That's what sucks is I can't just quit until I find another job to transition to, and I'm like behind on money, and it sucks. It's really stressful. I hate it, but I'm gonna like figure it out. You know, like I got it. Like I'm not giving up on anything, but it's like I just want to know like from other people if anybody else has had this experience and what they did, just so I know if there's like a better move to make. Because what my move to make, or what my idea, like what my plan now is, since I still need to go in and get paid, and they still have to pay me, to just go in and just do what the other people do and just sit there and don't do shit unless they complain and tell me otherwise. And then even then, realistically, if they complain and be like, "Hey, like why aren't you doing anything?" I can easily just be like, "Why aren't I being paid for what I do?" I hate to be that smartass, but it's like it's getting to the point where I have to be, and I hate it because I'm seriously such a nice person. I'm such a like people pleaser, and it's sad to say, but that's what makes people walk all over you, and it's what makes people just make excuses and lie to your face, and it really sucks. It really sucks. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can honestly relate to this. It sucks. It seriously sucks. It's what makes people become shitty people in return. It's like people give you shit and people give you bullying, people give you negativity, people give you hatred, people give you their evil, people give you their past childhood traumas, people give you their blame. And you could be the nicest person in the world, but that shit will eventually eat away at you. We see it all the time. Like think about all those cases of like did you ever watch any like just like police footage or like anything of like those psychopaths that will like I'm not justifying like people going out and murdering people, but it's like those people get pushed to a breaking point. Not every time. There's some people that are just like just have like some underlying mental different topic. I think people will know what I'm trying to say. Is it's like it's so I mean I think I said it good enough, honestly. It's like just you I have this philosophy I believe in where you get what you give. So it's like it's like saying like treat people how you want to be treated. So I always try to be kind and generous to people, but it just seems like you never get it back. But it's like I still never give up on giving myself and like my love and just my kindness to the world. Admittedly, that's not to get all cheesy, but that's why I like doing YouTube. In a way, that's like my form of trying to give good feelings to people. I like to give people good feelings. I like to give people a cup of tea or something. like, not to like make myself sound all like sanctimonious and shit, but that's literally just true. It's legit. I like to like make people feel good. Recently, I haven't always been this way. Like there has been a time where I became a bully from being bullied, and then realized it eventually, and I was like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to go down that path. That's what I hated in school. Like that's what I despised because they bullied me. But it happens. It happens all the time. That's typically what happens to people who are bullied. They become the bully. But anyways, it's just like in the adult world, it's even more pathetic now because it's like, how are you gonna not pay? I wish it sucks because like I wish I was a manager of something. I wish I could be that good manager to just prove people wrong with my own actions instead of my words. But all of these places in the city I've worked at are just not even worth stepping up. Like it's not even worth climbing up the ladder, if that makes sense. Like it's like you go to work somewhere here and then you just see like all this fucked up shit in their system and it's like, do I want to take the responsibility of that? Like do I really want to clean up the mess left behind by years of people not actually being suited for a job with no education to support their position, that were just kind of thrust into the position? No, I don't want to be the next person just thrust into that position and then continue the cycle of it being fucked up. But yeah, okay. At this point, I'm rambling on way too much about like off-topic stuff. I just wanted to share that with you all and get that off my head. Once again, please like comment and let me know if you like relate to this or have had a similar thing. I've been reading stuff on Reddit, like because when I googled it, like just the basic thing of like I've been paid late multiple times. Like I found so many articles of people saying to just file the wage complaint and get another job. Like literally, the one guy was just like, file a wage complaint, GTFO, get the F out. And this sucks because that's what I thought about too. I was like, damn, like once I do the wage complaint, they're not gonna want me there. Like they're gonna be pissed off that I shed light on their fucking bullshit. Because companies don't like that. They don't want you to be a whistleblower. Nobody would. But here's my thing. If I was, okay, like this might be a bad metaphor, right? With YouTube. Actually, like for example, like when I was starting to make ASMR, it was my first time trying to use the I forget the actual term for it, but it's like the dual audio, where the audio is like split on the sides. My first time doing that, I didn't do it right. I was an amateur, and I didn't actually like fix stuff so that the audio would be matching the video. And people in the comments like told me about it. Like they gave me their feedback and I was in my head I was like, okay, people aren't like scrutinizing me. They're trying to help me fix the problem. So it's like for me with like that mentality of like, ooh, you caught me slacking. Like you know what I mean? Like I effed up and you caught me slacking. I'm going to fix the mistake. Like I feel like instead, if you try to help people if you call people out in the work environment, it's like, well, who are you to tell me what to do in my position? And like that's like the vibe I get of going to work and just discovering people's bullshit. And it's like, do I really? Because it's like they have power over you. There literally is like that power struggle of like, damn, this person could just fire me, and then like this fight will be over. Yeah. Seriously though, thank you all for like thank you everybody for supporting me this far. And I'm like still, I don't know, I'm getting a little more confident speaking with, well, like imagining that a lot of people are there because I do have, honestly, I don't even know how I even have 100 subscribers. So the last time I checked, I have 299. I'm one away from 300, okay? For those of you who don't know, it takes 500, I think. From what I understand of what I've read, it takes 500 to monetize. And I hate to be that way. I hate to be like, subscribe. I don't care about making the content. That's not what I'm doing. But it's like, I could see people misconstrue it that way either way. Whatever. The real re the real reason, well, I mean, there isn't just one reason. The main reason I want to get to monetize my channel is A, so that I can like keep investing in it, but then B, to get the fuck out of these shitty jobs. Once again, honestly, I just want to be freed from them. And then like not only that, but there's people I know that are like working in places I've worked before that are like associates of mine, I guess you could say, that like I wish I can pay them like how do I say this? Like I don't want to be their boss, but it's like I wish I can give them the opportunity to escape that. But it's like I can't just be like, "Hey, come work with my YouTube for me," and then not offer them compensation. You know what I mean? It sounds weird. I guess in a way I want to become that good businessman. Like I want to become that good manager that sets a new example for people of what a good manager should be. But you know what? It's like with me and my education level, nobody's gonna ever just give me that chance. They're not just gonna be like, "Here you go. We're gonna trust that you're gonna do things right." And maybe I'm wrong. What if I got thrust into a manager position and then I became that manager of just fuck these payrolls? Maybe I'm a big hypocrite. I guess you don't know. I guess you never know, right? Anyways, everybody. How many times did I say I was gonna stop? How many times did I say I was gonna stop my little tangent and then it just kept going? Okay, one last sip of coffee, and then I want to say my goodbyes. Goodbye, everybody. Once again, I thank you for supporting me this far. Me and my weird ADHD slash autismic self. I seriously love all of you guys. And like before I go on a tangent again, I just want to say like sometimes I'll be reading comments, and like people, I'll be dealing with this stuff. Like I'll be dealing with this stuff just in my head, alone in my apartment, and then like I'll go. Like I think I found my community. I think YouTube has like showed me my community of people that are like-minded like me. I was watching one of my favorite creators is Courtney Miller from Smosh, and I was watching like an interview with her and Anthony Padilla from Smosh, and she was saying how like I forget if she was talking like in past tense or present, but she was saying how like she just wanted to find like, or she thinks she has, how did she say it? She said that she likes to imagine that the people that are fans of her are people that are like-minded to her. Not saying like you can only be friends with people that are like you, but I'm just saying like I feel like I've found that with YouTube, and honestly, it's been like exciting for me. But like I'll go and sometimes like I'll check out comments and like I'll see people say stuff where I'm like, whoa, what? Like how are what? I mean, like not to undermine, like it's not like I don't know what I'm doing entirely, but like at the same time, I kind of don't expect that like positivity. Is that bad that I expect like negativity to come my way? I don't know what that is with me. I guess I'm like very pessimistic, but like that's what's awesome is like I'll have that negative mindset towards myself, and then I'll go. Not that I need the confirmation, but like it kind of does. It's not confirmation. It kind of snaps me out of my own negative spiral, because like it's so easy to be your own critic, and I'll just be like in my own room like, damn, you fucking suck at this or whatever it is, and then I'll see comments of like don't ever quit this, like keep doing this, and I'm just like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, I almost want to cry about it. It's like I've never had that kind of support from anybody in my life. Like usually in my life, if I tell people like what I want to do, they're like, that's cool, and it's like that's it. Like there's no like, yo, you fucking got this. Like that's fucking awesome, man. I don't know. Anyways, everybody, I have to end this now, or it's gonna keep going on forever. I seriously love you all. Thank you so much for watching this and listening to my little rant. Um, don't worry, I've got like other stuff coming. This isn't gonna be like the only thing I record for like a long time or anything. I just hope to figure out this situation behind the scenes that you now know of and fix all this stuff in my life that's going fucking. What is this financial shit right now? Or just this work situation is just shit. And once I fix that, I want to take everything in like a really good direction. I want everything to go. Everything is gonna go in a good direction with this, and I have a lot of faith in that. Like all this stuff that's happening hasn't made me give up, and I hope that you all have faith in yourselves too, in whatever you're trying to accomplish. Because once again, I think I've said this before. One of my biggest inspirations to keep it that I keep in mind is Markiplier, and Markiplier said in a video that you have to believe in yourself at first, because even if no one else believes in you, if you believe in yourself, one is better than zero. And I won't lie, his motto has taken me. I keep shaking at my desk. That I constantly think about him, his speech saying that, because like he was one of my biggest inspirations at some point, and like I hope to spread that in some way. I guess I don't say it enough, but it's like I really do hope people who find this, like I hope that you believe in yourself, whatever you are trying to accomplish, whatever it is. Just believe in yourself. Others will believe in you. Yes, people believe in you eventually, but if nobody does, don't give up. That's gonna be it. And I seriously love you guys again. Goodbye, you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.